I wasn't looking for the perfect league. I knew what I wanted, so I built it myself. This is I Ain't Hard to Find. I put the league together, I picked the people, but I hope they know I didn't come to play. I came to win. Today we're gonna get into another episode of the Dynasty Diaries, but in this one, it's the league I put together with a couple of friends. So let's dive right into it. I was thinking of a name for my league, and Deion Sanders had took over the world, him in Colorado and Shadur and the boys. So I named this league I Ain't Hard to Find. So I got 3 leagues going drafting at this time, and I think they're coming to like the late teens, so the speed kind of slows down. People become less interested in the farther depth part of their rosters. So I texted a couple of my boys in this league, and I was like, "Yo, you trying to draft today?" And a lot of them were, feeling the same way as me, and they were super down. So I sent out a mass text to all the guys in the league, told them, "Yo, the draft's starting today." And a couple of them freaked out, but I don't think they really understood I was gonna do a slow draft, so I had to calm them down a little bit. So we did 8 hours per pick, so everyone ended up digging it, so it all worked out. But let's dive into the draft, man. This draft, I think I got set as tight end premium, just 0.5. So I'm picking at the 3 spot. Lamar comes off, Josh Allen comes off. So I easily, take Jaden Daniels there. I'm still probably using keep trade cut rankings at this time. So, those top 3 quarterbacks are sitting there at the top. So I take Jaden Daniels, Hurts comes off, Chase, Burrow, Mahomes, Jefferson, St. Brown, Caleb. And what I don't see, Saquon comes off the board. And then right after that, my boy Slappy takes Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield. So at this point, I know, all right, this draft's going to be a little different than the ones I've been doing. Things might happen that, catch you off guard, but obviously I'm probably well prepared for that. Bowers goes, Stroud, Love, Neighbors, May, Bo Nix, Marvin, Bijan. I was going to go Bijan, but my other boy snatched him probably because he knows, like I said, you draft with people they know who you probably want. But that's all right. I go ahead and take CD Lamb here. CD Lamb usually goes into the first round, early second. Never really makes it back to the 210. Gibbs, Nakua, Herbert, Drake London. Easy pick right here. I take Brian Thomas. You see a couple guys, receivers, Nico Ladd, Kyron, McBride, Murray, A.J. Brown, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, A-Chain Penix. Of course, my other boy snatches my boy Penix. This pick right here actually made a trade after my next pick. So you see Breeze, Purdy, Laporta. I'm already, I'm thinking wide receiver regardless. So I take T. Higgins here. Taylor, Cook, Brown, Smith. I take Adunze. But then my boy texts me. He's like, "Yo, let me get Adunze, man. I want that Caleb Williams Adunze stack." And he's a Bears fan. So I was like, "Well, let me get my boy Rashee Rice." So we actually made a trade, but the fact that we didn't do a 3rd round reversal or kickers in place of the rookie draft, I was still new. So the draft I ended up setting up, we just did regular snake, but then we were going to have reverse order rookie draft. So if you're picking at 12, you're picking at 1. It wasn't until down the line I realized, most drafts do kicker replacement. I only had a couple of drafts that actually did the reverse rookie draft. But the fact that we did that, the trades don't look right. Let me take a peek at something real quick. So when we made that trade, Roma Dunze for Raishi Rice, I actually added a draft pick, but I don't know if Sleeper. I don't know. It's just the picks don't look right because it tells us we did the 410, the 610, the 510, and 603. We actually didn't do that, so I'm not sure. I think I sent them Raishi Rice or I sent him Raishi Rice for a Dunze, and I'm pretty sure I added a 26 draft pick in there, or no, a 25 draft pick. So in the current draft that was coming up, but that's all right. We can still get through. So I take so we make a trade. I get Raishi Rice now. He has a Dunze. More receivers come off the board. So after my Dunze Raishi Rice trade, I was trying to trade back in to get a quarterback this whole round. I made another trade with my boy to pick up Trevor Lawrence there because I was really trying to get that Brian Thomas, Trevor Lawrence stack. So that worked out. Comes back around. I'm not picking here. Made another trade with my boy Doug, but the picks are all weird, and so even if I brought it up, it wouldn't even be correct. But anyway, comes back around. Take Brandon Ayuk here. Stacking more receivers. Picks go off the board. By this time, more receivers come off, so I'm already thinking like I might have to get a running back in at this point. So I go ahead and take Tyrone Tracy. This is obviously before the NFL draft, knowing that Cam Scatterboo is over there now. But Tracy, he can still ball out. So then this pick right here, I actually took Sam Darnold, but I made a trade with my friend, and I do remember this trade. I gave him Sam Darnold and a second round pick for his first round pick in the reverse order of the rookie draft. He took Justin Fields 2 picks later, but Justin Fields wasn't even signed to a team yet. So I traded him Sam Darnold and a second round pick for his first round pick because I already had 2 QBs and I was just trying to get another pick in the first round. Him not knowing that I'd probably been in a bunch of dynasty drafts and knew to get up into the first round, but that's all right. I still love him. Draft goes. Cooper, people come off the board. Somebody takes my boy Sutton over there. My next pick, I take Jake Ferguson, trying to fill that tight end spot. Then I take Geno, Jonnu, so I got 2 tight ends. I take Rico Dowdle. At this time, I was hoping he resigned with Dallas. See, here at this point in time, he's still with Dallas. We all know how that turned out. Braylon Allen, Kendre Miller, Daniel Jones, so on and so forth. So knowing I had 2 first-round picks, I stacked receivers, and I realized I can just get running backs in the rookie draft. So let's take a look at the rookie draft. So I'm picking at the 108 and the 110. So we see Genty goes, Ward goes, Travis Hunter. There's a trade here. I know it involved Saquon. My boy moved up to get Maureen Hampton, Quinton Judkins, Trayvon Henderson, Tutorial McMillan. So at the 1A, I take Caleb Johnson, running back, Pittsburgh. He's gonna get a lot of carries. And then 2 picks later, I take go ahead and take RJ Harvey. I feel like he's gonna be a baller in Sean Payton's offense. He's great with running backs. Got a good offensive line. So this is snake draft. So the draft's going this way. I already gave up my second, third, and fourth round picks. So I just ended up with Caleb Johnson, RJ Harvey, and I was actually pretty satisfied with that. So let's go take a look at the squad real quick. We got Jaden Daniels, RJ Harvey, Caleb Johnson, CeeDee Lamb, Raishi Rice, Jonnu, Tracy, Brandon Ayuk, Higgins, Brian Thomas, Trevor Lawrence, and of course, We got our boys next to each other. I don't know why I do it, but that's just what I do. We got Geno, Daniel Jones on the bench. Case Richardson blows it. Allen, young backs, Juwan Johnson, Jake Ferg, couple young backs, young receivers. All my picks, obviously. So that's my draft in my first league with friends, commissioner, Dynasty League. So I thought it went well. Obviously, I did 3 drafts before that, or currently in 3 drafts. So I had practice before it went down. I got 3 startups going, this league going. So that's 7 at this point. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these sites think of my teams. So let's go ahead and start with Dynasty Diaries, see what they got to say about the squads. So they got me in the 2 spot. They got me as contender. Finally, not a fraud. I'll take that. We got Jaden Daniels, Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Johnson, RJ Harvey. We got the young backs. We got some receiver talent, of course. Rashee Rice, you see they got him in the 5,500 range, which is not going to, I'm telling y'all, he's going to be right up here with these boys once that season rolls around. Jake Ferg, Jonnu. Hopefully Jonnu can have another good year. Hell, he did. Got all my picks. So that's cool. Let's hop over to Flock Fantasy and see what they have to say about the squads. I ain't hard to find. They got me in the 1 spot. Let's go. Of course, we got the 2 in the QBs, 11 in the RBs, 1 in the receivers. I mean, there's gonna be so many leagues where I'm 1 in the receivers because that's just kind of how I draft. I just take them all. The good ones though. All my picks. All right, let's hop over to Keep Trade Cut, see what they got to say. Got me in the 1 spot. Let's go. So we looking good, man. Team overall number 1, tight end. Oh, this says players only. Let's see the real scope. Still in first. Let's go. And once again, like all these sites are just eye candy. It doesn't really tell the story, but it's always cool to look at. Give you something to do in the meantime. All right, so we got our 3 orphans. We did 3 startups, and then we got my startup. So that's 7 so far. I'm in 40. Sometimes I'll be having conversations with people and they'll be talking about, I love Dynasty, and I'll be like, man, I love Dynasty too. I got 40 leagues, and they're like, 4? I'm like, nah, 40. And so many people just give me that, bruh, what is you doing? I'm like, man, I don't know. I tell them I got 1, and then I got in 2, and then here I am, 40 later. But I don't know. They always ask, how am I going to manage it? I'm like, well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I mean, I look at it every day, so why not make a channel about it since I'm already thinking it? Might as well just talk it now. So we'll see how I manage it. I'll document it for all 40. See how the seasons goes, and see what places I take. Obviously, I'm trying to win them all, but that's probably not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see if I'm even good at it. I like to think I'm pretty good, but who knows? And tune in for what comes next. More drafts, more teams, more trades. And of course, shout out to all my boys who helped my addiction, my dynasty addiction, and hopped in this league with me. I say about 80% of the people in that league is probably their first time doing Dynasty. Um, so we'll see how many leagues they join after this year. If an addiction takes over like it did for me. If you guys enjoyed the episode, go ahead and drop me a like, subscribe so you can tune in for the next episodes where I'll be getting into some more Dynasty teams. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everyone have a great day. I'm Hutch. This is No Off Season. Peace.